Hey there, everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, Bay Area music. My mom used to always tell me, wherever you go, there you are. People tend to go to different locations or different areas or even have different friends. But the problem is still them. Wherever you go, there you are. It's up to you to change your situation and not blame everybody else for your problems. This is what happens with romance, especially with black people in the community. We're tired of dating black men or black women, and you know what? We're gonna go on to something else because all black people are the problem. That's what a lot of folks say. And with black women, we see this happening with the divestment community. They're tired of black men, and so they want to go and find somebody else. Nobody is more evident than that than Tamar Braxton. At first, she was married to an African-American, Vince Herbert. That didn't work out. Then she was with a Nigerian who was an MBA graduate at Harvard University. So this should be an upgrade, right? Nope. David Edefeso had to pretty much put a restraining order on her when this happened.
I will never bring myself to attack Tamar, somebody I've spent so long with. I never will. It's just not something I will do. I'll speak the truth. Here's the truth. I've been a victim of domestic violence, domestic assault. I was attacked.
Strangely enough, David Edefeso was the man that helped save her life when Tamar Braxton overdosed and almost deleted her own self. What a way to thank a man who saved your life by whooping his ass. But fast forward, enter into the conversation Jeremy Robinson, an Atlanta-based attorney. And guess what? He's white. And so many black women were excited. They were like, you go, girl. You got you a white man. That's better than black men you're dealing with. Because African-American men weren't working out. Nigerian men weren't working out. Let's get the white man. And everything was okay until it wasn't. Jeremy Robinson ended up eating Tommy Lee's BOOTY, like groceries, on the break, and then exposed a lot of Tamar Braxton's insecurities to her enemy. But that didn't stop her from getting married to Jeremy Robinson again, although the marriage only lasted a few months. So now there's the issue. They're now divorced, right? They couldn't stay married that long and they got divorced. Well, there is an issue because even though they're divorced, it appears that Mr. Jeremy Robinson had access to Tamar Braxton's credit card. And this happened.
I'm chilling and I'm watching TV and I get a notification that my card got used, look at the date, to the Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans. Now I know I'm not in New Orleans, right? Okay, so I called him. And I'm like, yo, you stayed at the Four Seasons this weekend? And he was like, I did. And automatically, you got an attitude. And I'm like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, we cool, you know what I mean? No, we don't go together. It's very clear, you know, but we have an understanding of our friendship, right? Okay. So I said, well, I don't really know what's going on, but Rob said that the hotel said that my card that was clearly used at the hotel for Mr. Jeremy Robinson and his guest, Miss J. Now, I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. Because when I had asked him about it, you get nasty with me and tell me, go take your meds. So when I posted it, I didn't post it to be nasty.
So basically she's saying that, you know, although they're broken up, Jeremy Robinson took another lady to the hotel in New Orleans. Booty clapping sounds. Udi clapped it up. She said the hotel told her this. You heard that, right? But nah, Jeremy Robinson is going to respond.
You know, I initially was going to take the high road in this situation and not say anything. But the reality is I cannot keep getting attacked. My character can't keep getting attacked. I can't keep being thrown under the bus because someone can't control their anxiety. And someone can't control these delusional thoughts about things that aren't real. I am in no way wanting to attack anybody. My purpose in my life has always been to protect. I haven't ran to social media every time something happened to me in that relationship. Because trust me, with all the receipts and all the things that have happened, I could have. But I chose to do what a real man does, and that is protect the person that I've been with. In this situation, I'll be very clear. I've been single for the last 6 months. We have been trying to identify what that looks like, closing one chapter and figuring out what it's like to be friends again. I've been very specific about my boundaries. I've been very specific about where we stand as friends. Go date anybody you want. I'm going to date when I'm ready. I am emotionally unavailable to you, and I'm physically unavailable to you. Now, birthday comes up, plans are put in place. Of course, I want someone that I consider to be family to be involved in that, because if anybody knows her, she is big on birthdays. I don't lead people on. I'm very direct. Listen, if anything that you're doing or that you want to do comes with an agenda, I don't want to be involved in it at all. I don't want you to be involved in my birthday plans. I don't want you to come to Turks and Caicos. This is not a reconciliation time. Whatever you decide you're doing, it's because we're friends and because I'm still being involved in my son's life. I still would love for you to have a relationship with my children, but not to the extent that you make up these stories that aren't real. I went to New Orleans. I booked my room at Four Seasons on booking.com and didn't realize that the card I'm using, which also ends in the same 3 last numbers, was tied to something that we booked several months ago. No harm, no foul. We're talking $900. Stop it. While I'm in New Orleans for a funeral, my really good 25 plus year friend who passed away, I spent time with his family. I extended my stay because I needed time to reset. So I get a call yesterday. Hey, did you stay at Four Seasons? Yeah, I did. In fact, I extended. I gave them my card and everything's good. Why? What's up? Oh, well, I got a call about some chick who used my card at Four Seasons. I said, that's not possible. This is funny. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Well, I thought we can friends. We can talk about it, but this is laughable. I didn't stay with anybody at the Four Seasons. I'm not seeing anybody. Wasn't on a date. None of that. If I was, you're my friend. What do I have to hide about that? I'll just say cooler heads didn't prevail. And next thing you know, I'm on her story and I'm being accused of things which are just blatantly not true. I have never led Tamar Braxton on. I never will, nor will I. There are people, hate the name drop, but hey, Carlos King, you got me involved in this. You're part of the reason why we became friends. But I've been very clear about my boundaries. I've been very clear about wanting to have a friendship, but not to the extent that, friends don't throw each other on their stories and call each other out on stuff. Like, look, if there was a mix up with the card because of booking.com, that's a quick fix. It's already taken care of. I've already contacted the Four Seasons and they've already issued a refund and they charged my card. It's that simple. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago? It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. What? This is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. I have never cheated in my life. Find a woman that will tell you I cheated on her. I'm not successful because I cheat. When I'm committed, I'm completely committed. Now, I'm not going to go there. There's a lot more I could talk about. I'm not going to do it because this isn't about revenge. This is about saying, hey, wait a minute. This shouldn't have happened. Picking up the phone and talking calmly and saying, hey, Jay, I got charged on my card. You stayed at Four Seasons. Okay, cool. But then you had to find a random narrative to go with it. It's messed up. And the truth is now there's potential defamation behind it because I don't even know this person. Never met her in my life. Never even had a DM with her. Again, here I am defending myself because of all of these assumptions and all these internet bullies who don't have a clue, not one thing. They don't know nothing about me.
Now, you heard what he said. Now, you did hear him say mental health is real, right? Don't forget about that slogan. Now, let's go back to Tamar Braxton and talk about she still married him even though he did this.
And I married you after you ate somebody whole booty sandwich. Yeah, I'm not trying to make this a big deal. I swear, it's not about, y'all, it's $1,000. It's not, make or break. It's the point. The point is that you wanted me to sit back and let you not only use my card. Let's just say it's a mix up. Okay, fine. But now it's different because you're using my card for your extracurricular activities. And let me just keep it gangster. I wouldn't even trip on that. You know what I'm saying? Wop, wop. It's not that serious. Me and your relationship status has changed. The way I see you have changed. You know what I'm saying? Just like you outside, baby, I'm outside too. Like, let's stop pretending like you is the last of the Mohicans. You are not. You know what I'm saying? It's just not like, oh, I'm addicted to the white meat. Like, it was fine for what I had, but okay. It ain't giving that. And the truth is, I put too much on it because we were married, and I take my vows serious, and I thought that you did too. And so the truth is I was waiting for you to come around like a wife, because all I know how to be is a wife. I was married to Vince, and that didn't work out. And I got with D, and we were getting married, and I got with you, and we got married. And I married you after you ate somebody, whole booty. So let's not talk about WAP and what happened before then, okay? Don't make it seem like I'm a bad person. Don't make it seem like I didn't put up with a lot. Don't make it seem like, oh, I've been so gracious to her, and, I have been giving grace, and she's a da-da-ba-da-ba-da-ta-da wop-wop. No, baby. Don't do that. We have given grace to each other.
So damn, Tamar. The man ate your enemy's boo-boo, and you still married him. After, he clapped her cheeks. But it's okay. I want to go back to David Edifeso because I didn't play the initial part of what David said on that particular stream he did about putting a restraining order on Tamar Braxton. He actually had this to say.
First of all, I'd like to say that mental health is real. It's really real. We should be able to talk about it openly and not consider it to be a stigma. It is not a stigma. One thing we can't forget, however, is the impact on the family. It's hard, but it's important that we continue to stand by and support people who have mental health.
That's right. Mental health is real. And apparently some of the followers on the Shade Room are commenting on this and feel the same way. This person, Slum Beautiful, says, "Date music! Tamar, just move on, mama. I am so glad you are not doing this during Black History Month. I would be pissed." Can I get a ooh sound effect? Popular comedian Lil Duval says, "Admitting you married somebody who ate somebody else's booty sandwich is not demure." Coop can cook, I'd break into my friend's house and take her whole internet modem before I let her publicly crash out. Katie Liz says, I'm glad I take my L's in private because ain't no way. And underscore the love she gives, I rebuke a man coming into my life driving me this crazy. Well, the reality is Tamar Braxton has a problem. And I've always talked about this on my channel. The problem that Tamar Braxton has is that she never understands she's the issue. But with Vince, it was his problem. With, David Adefeso, it was his problem. Let's go to the white man, and now it's still your problem. Like, it's everybody's problem but them. And I find this to be something that's interesting with women. Some of them can go from relationship to relationship, believing that somebody else is the issue, but they're getting the same result. And this is, I think, a stark difference between men that grow and women who pretty much don't get what they want in relationships, is that they never feel like they're the issue. That's why you always see women who date the same kind of guys and, they're dating the same kind of man regardless of color or race or state they're from or country of origin. And that's because they're not trying to grow themselves. They feel that everyone else is the problem. Well, Tamar Braxton, who do you blame this time? Looks like David Adefeso and Vincent Herbert were right about you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.